Hi guys, welcome to Honest Cigar Reviews. My name is James, and today we have another wonderful beer from Michigan, a nice microbrewery here called New Holland Brewery from Holland, Michigan. And this one's called The Poet, and as you can see there's a little raven on there, so that, wish it would focus here. Come on. There you go. So that gives you hints of, I'm assuming the poet, there's a raven. That's got to be Edgar Allan Poe. Why can't I say that? Edgar Allan Poe. He wrote a famous, I think it was a poem called The Raven. So I think that's what they're doing here. There's not a lot of information on the bottle itself, but this is a very, very popular beer. New Holland is known for their dragon's milk, which I really like. It's a beer aged in bourbon barrels, I believe, so it's a really, really high octane beer, and I believe this is like maybe their second most popular one. It's been around for quite a long time, but basically all it says on here is it's oatmeal stout. Oats bring a creaminess and a soft mouthfeel to a rich, roasty malt character. Pairings include mushrooms, beef, blooming, soft ripened cheeses, and chocolate. It says go to newhollandbrew.com for more information. So yeah, and I believe this is 5.2 ABV, only because I looked it up. It doesn't say on the bottle. As usual, I got my Rooster bottle opener here. Has a nice cola color. Alrighty. Looks very, very good. Nice and dark, but it looks a little bit... it's not lacing very well. It looks just a little bit thin, even though the color is very, very black. Quite a small head as well. Wow. Now the nose on this, you can tell it's an oatmeal stout. It just smells like I just wanna drink it. It just has this nice semi-sweet chocolate, plenty of roasted malts, and it has almost like a sweet, almost like a dark fruit. I can't pinpoint it, but it has a sweet note on it that's different from the chocolate. Definitely has some like IPA, like what is that? A little bit of bitterness, some sort of hoppiness in there. Anyway, let's just try it. Wow. This is why I love oatmeal stouts. I've only had maybe 6 or 7 oatmeal stouts, but the oatmeal in the mash, I believe, brings a super smooth and creamy substance. And they talk about that right in the bottle. You don't need to be a beer connoisseur to know that oatmeal stout generally means creamy and smooth, and that's what this brings. I kind of wish it had a creamier head. Maybe if I agitate it, but the head's not really there. It's just like a soda or something. But yeah, it's very, I'd say, medium-bodied, medium-flavored, chocolate notes. It has almost like a hay-like quality, if that makes any sense. And I believe the oats, when you start to dissolve the oats, the starches and stuff, they turn to sugar. So it has just really nice, creamy, sugary sort of overlay. Very, very drinkable right now. The bitterness hits the very, very tip of the tongue, and then it just kind of glides over the rest of your palate. And what is this like? I think they said it was, yeah, Beer Advocate says, let's see here. Pretty sure it's the IBUs. An IBU, I believe, is International Bitter Unit. So there's a scale of international bitter units, and this one's a 40. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's pretty mellow. It tastes pretty mellow. There's definitely a bitterness there, and it lasts. And right now I'm getting a tiny bit of coffee, but for the most part it's just a nice, creamy, smooth oatmeal stout. This would be good with chocolate, so that's why I got some. Let's see here. What is this? MacBaren, yeah, honey chocolate. One of my favorite aromatics. Has such a nice brownie-like chocolate flavor. And I think there is a little bit of smokiness now with the malts coming through right now. Has just a little bit, maybe smoked malt, just a tiny bit of that burnt sort of bitterness. This is quite a good pairing. Let's see here. Let's see what some people say about it. Yeah, this sweet chocolate is going great with this over here. The Poet. I wonder why they call it the Poet. Let's see what some people say here. The flavor is sweet chocolate, malt, and acidic roast. The mouthfeel is medium-bodied, smooth carbonation. Definitely would agree with that. This guy says, this one just did not work for me. I'd like to say there is a smokiness, but it's more ashy to me. I know what he's talking about. The very, very end of the finish has a sort of like bitter, burnt flavor. Some can call it ashiness. I think it's delicious because I like smoking pipes. This guy says pours black with a minimal head. Definitely can agree with that. Aroma is dark fruit. Yep. Light roast. Taste with a dark fruit in a roast. Mouth feels creamy, medium body. Definitely agree with that. It's not my favorite oatmeal stout, he says, but it's definitely not bad. Okay, I definitely agree to that. This guy says, I've had better stouts. This one smells better than it tastes and feels. It's kind of watery. I would definitely agree with the wateriness. It just needs an extra little bit of creaminess. Not more carbonation, but something there to make it just a little bit more dense. And I think a nice little foam head might help that out a little bit. So these two are just a great pair. You get baker's chocolate, almost like a brownie flavor. Nice smokiness too. And yeah, if you're looking for a nice medium, kind of everyday stout, oatmeal stout would be a way to go. And the Poet, I would definitely say, is a good bet. It's a good price too, $2 a bottle. You know, you can't go wrong with that. You know. Yeah, so I would definitely say this is an 88. I feel like I've had better oatmeal stouts, but man, this is good. And it's from Michigan. I'm from Michigan, and I think that's awesome. And this has been around for quite a long time, I believe. Yeah, since 2003. So it's time proven, tested. I think it has a lot of great qualities, and you know, I think most people will pick this up who are into stouts and porters and love it. All right, now it's time for some honesty. We have our book of If here, and I'm on number 4. So if you guys remember, if statements are what I'm starting to do every week now. So the 4th if statement, actually the 5th if statement. If you could have lived through any war in history without actually fighting in it, which would it be? Now, I could honestly say for me, you know, I would probably say, man, I don't know, World War II was a pretty crazy time. That might be a cool time to live. If I had to pick one, I'll just say World War II, just because then you can live throughout the 60s and the 70s and really enjoy the music and stuff. The Revolution War was probably pretty awesome too, I bet. So if you could have lived through one war throughout history without actually fighting in it, which would that be? Answer in the comments below. And don't forget to enter my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I'll put the link right here for you. And have a wonderful day.